Joining us now again is, we hope, Defence Secretary Ben Wallace. We did have some technical issues.
But we've popped you outside, Ben Wallace, it looks like.
Right. I wasn't in a hotel room, I was in a carrier.
Oh, you were in a carrier. OK, right. Yes, that makes sense in your role. But unfortunately, obviously, the Wi-Fi a little bit trickier. We were talking about this quote on the front of the Daily Mail this morning. Boris said, allegedly, let the bodies pile high in their thousands. You said to me, who said it? I don't know. Daily Mail doesn't say who said it, a well-placed source. But it is a very damaging claim to put to the Prime Minister, especially if people believe that he was capable of saying it, Ben Wallace.
Well, I've known the Prime Minister for years. I've known him for many, many years, longer than most of my colleagues. The Prime Minister is lots of things, but he is not a cruel person, and he would never treat human life like that. And I think, you know, the key about that quote is it's unsourced. It doesn't say who said it. And, you know, we're getting into a space now on some of these issues where people are throwing around claims without any reference or ability to be challenged. And, you know, the Prime Minister has denied saying that. Other people around him have denied he ever said that. And I think, you know, what we should look at is that he has spent day in, day out, like many of us, in trying to deliver the very best response to this COVID crisis. It isn't easy balancing life and livelihoods. It isn't easy dealing with a once-in-a-100-year pandemic that is claiming lives. I think he has done a particularly good and hard job. He's always having to balance, but he has taken the right decisions.
Okay. Well, I mean, let me take issue with you there, because a number of people would say, actually, he took the wrong decisions at the wrong time, one of which might have been the decision to close borders very late. Isn't the answer to this to order an inquiry? Because if we have a Prime Minister who is capable of saying, let the bodies pile high in their thousands, we need to know whether that is true or not.
Well, the government has always said it will have an inquiry into this pandemic, but the time to have it is not in the middle of it. Absolutely, there's nothing to fear from having an inquiry about it. And as you say about the borders, you could equally say that because he has led from the front on the vaccine programme, and today is good news, 62% of adults are now vaccinated. Over half the British population is vaccinated. Because he led from the front, yes, he took clearly risk about making sure we had lots and lots of vaccines that, you know, were going to cost lots of money, but he thought that was the most important thing. That saves lives. The fact that out there are millions of people now vaccinated, when in other countries around the world, they haven't been able to do that. So, you know, there's a flip side of some of the criticisms that he should be commended for what is happening. Everybody going to get their injection recognises this is because the British government led from the front.
Yeah. Late to lockdown in the first place, which we know would have cost lives. Late to lockdown in the second place, and resistance to a third lockdown.
62% of adults vaccinated, right, by far and away a world-leading almost statistic.
But the point is, Ben Wallace, the point is, because of these leaks, because these continued leaks over the last 7 days, that this is now the story. Hasn't it become a national embarrassment that we can't talk about what you want to talk about? You've come here to talk about something we can't talk about. Because of these leaks, because of the behaviour of our government, it's a national embarrassment, isn't it?
It's not a national embarrassment. What I think is, you know, it's clearly up to different media outlets how much prominence they want to give a story without a source. I would say what is really important is the statistics speak for themselves when it comes to, for example, the vaccine programme. You know, I'm here on a carrier to talk about, you know, what we're going to be doing over the next few months, projecting British soft and hard power, but also British capabilities. And at the same time, you know, look, people leave government, and they have always. I've been in government on and off for years. I have been in Parliament for nearly 20 years. And, you know, I have seen this story written before. I've seen ex-advisors from the Labour government, the coalition government, the Conservative government get fired, and they go out and talk like this. It's not new. I could give you reams and reams of articles over the decades.
OK. If it's true, it's incendiary. Ben Wallace, Defence Secretary, thanks very much indeed.